Yo, listen, it's Platinum Max, part of the Acclaim, the Platinum Playboy, best wrestler alive, and you are rocking with the Bob Culture Podcast. Yo, listen, Platinum on the mic, and I'm coming for your ass. I'm listening to the Bob Culture Podcast, and I think it's the hottest show in the game, because them and everybody loves the Acclaim. Now, scissor me.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into a very special episode of BCP Plus. I'm trying to look down.
You look good.
Oh,
You look
I'll
good.
take that,
You look
man.
good. Thanks for dressing up.
Well, we are not worthy. We are finally here. Long overdue. Well, we're doing it here. And, well, now, of course, Vik Dalishus, Hale Collins. Let's get the introduction out of the way.
That's right.
Multiple-time ISPW Tag Team Champions. Going back for those titles tonight. We'll talk about that in a little bit. We've seen you guys all over here in the Northeast, all over the nation. NWA, we are not worthy. First ballot future Hall of Famers in my book. The now. Thank you guys for a few minutes. Appreciate it.
Hey, we're happy to be here. You know, I got the cube BCP'd out so everyone sees where we are.
Shit, sorry, I had it backwards.
I mean, I didn't want to call it out, but
That's why you're first ballot Hall of Famer. I'm probably second ballot.
Yeah, no, not at all. You guys are great. I've been a fan for a long time. Oh, and not to mention our 2024 BCP Plus tag team, independent tag team of the year, very well deserved, guys.
which I was very proud to represent.
Oh.
Like I have it in my room.
He stole the trophy.
I guess
I
there was
did.
only one. Should I
Yeah.
make another trophy? I feel like
Well, I mean, we're a
here.
team.
It is. I mean,
Okay.
what do we give us?
But-
One tag title every time we win them?
That's
it's-
fair.
You got to worry about, and when you get more sponsors, then maybe you can afford.
Fair enough. Yeah, you know
Maybe
how
a little
this works.
bigger.
I'm
Maybe a
working
little
on it.
bigger.
Hold the phone here. There was one Demolition Cup, and you got that.
Oh,
That's true. But we've traded it back and forth once. didn't
no,
we
we haven't.
Oh, it's always at my house.
It's always at your
My
house.
bad.
That's why I got. That's why I got this.
Yeah,
That's right,
but
fair enough.
he's not responsible for the Demolition Cup.
You know what? I will.
We are ISPW, so I don't know.
I'm a man of my word. I will get you guys another trophy. I feel like you should each have a trophy.
Just right after Dale. Just right after Hale. Also.
The last time we saw you was when we drew numbers.
Yes.
For the Rumble. My cut is, you can still see the remnants from when he split me open on the.
It wasn't.
You're very aggressive.
We've been a tag team for a very long time, and sometimes you have the same thoughts at the same exact moment. That's why we live in the now.
You know how many times he's asked me my number?
He won't say it.
I'm not telling him.
Well,
I don't want to know his.
It's a
Judging by
strategy.
my reaction, I mean, am I happy?
You definitely did not seem happy.
Not really.
Maybe you let me
But
put my
maybe
hand.
it's my poker face.
Well, maybe you put my hand in first. Maybe as a good tag team partner.
Well, maybe if you weren't so aggressive, you could have got the one that I had.
Well, you know what, guys, and I hate to interrupt, but we'll talk about the Golden Ticket Rumble, guys. There's an opportunity, a singles opportunity for you guys, but you guys very much are on the same page. I see you guys. You brought us sunglasses. What a partner! You guys look out for each other. You're finishing each other's sentences. I love to see that. But you are former ISPW Tag Team Champions. Tonight, you're taking on the Shot Callers for their ISPW Tag Team Championships. I don't know if you guys saw a team you're familiar with, Sent to Slaughter, or should I say Sent to Salsa, at their last event. The Shot Callers kind of got them with that bass drop. Are you guys going to be doing some dance in here? Is it eye on the prize? How are we feeling about it?
Well, we're very aware of the mind games, apparently, that
Yeah.
the shot callers will be able to pull off, especially a guy like Moff, who is a
Right.
monster,
Right.
who destroys everybody who he tries to come in contact with, who came close to destroying us many times. So it's very shocking that they were able to pull that off and give him that kind of vibe to have him catch him off his game and start
couldn't believe it.
dancing.
I couldn't believe
Even
it.
Sean Donovan, who was his partner for how long, was able to pull him back from it almost.
It's wild.
Vic.
Well, I think there's no way that we can outdo that because it was very unexpected. But I think we have a little bit of a something up our sleeves tonight. But I'm keeping it very close to the vest. I haven't included anybody on what it is, but I think I have a little something close to the vest that I think the Shot Callers are not going to be prepared for.
Interesting. All right,
So
game plan.
we throw them off their game, we get them all messed up, and then we start beating on them.
All right.
Well, I'll
And
tell you
those
what.
two guys can't handle it when we start
Well, I'll
beating
tell
on
you,
them.
I'm actually still very pissed off that they beat us for our tag team titles.
Yeah.
And so I'm going in there. I'm not going there to play some games here. I'm not going here to go dance. If they want to go dance, they can go dance to their little hometown little club they got going on. But the fact of the matter is, they did a promo. Yeah, a promo. I'm breaking the wall here. In a room where obviously they don't even take care of because it looked dirty.
Need to be clean.
They didn't vacuum. The sofa was definitely a hand-me-down from Salvation Army.
Did you see their promo?
see their promo?
I did.
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
maybe if they weren't so busy partying and dancing and having cheap tans, maybe
Cheapest
they
tan.
won't lose their tag team titles tonight. Maybe they should be focused on the best tag team on the planet, the Now. We've been around for 3 generations.
You guys have
3 decades.
And let me ask you this one, because you guys have your eye very much on the prize, no stranger to gold. But how do you, and we're not hard hitting it at all, but how do you kind of, let's talk about the Golden Ticket Rumble, for example, right? You guys kind of have to go your separate ways. There's singles gold perhaps on the line if you do win that Golden Ticket. How are you guys able at times to sit, and we've seen with many tag teams, stay on the same page and then have single goals as well? How are you guys able to balance that?
Well, I think at this time, right now, in our careers, our single goals are really on the back burner as opposed to what our tag team goals are. Like, we have been on a mission for the last 3 or 4 years to prove we are the absolute best tag team in professional wrestling. Now, when an opportunity presents itself, we are not stupid men. When an opportunity is there, we will take that opportunity. The thing that we've always noticed about Royal Rumble style matches, when tag teams get entered in there, is that they go after each other in there. That is the dumbest strategy that could possibly be. We'll deal with that for the last 2. When were the last 2?
Yeah. So shades of the 1989 Royal Rumble with Demolition, Axis Smash. They were Drew number 1 and Drew number 2. We get this question asked all the time. We know what we would do? We would wait until the opponent came out and throw them over the top rope, because 2-on-1 will never happen. Okay? So if we are 1 or 2, which I can't say because I can't say my number, but say for example that happens, which judging by Vik's reaction, that's not going to happen. But a lot of people say,
there's a 66 and 2/3% chance that it could happen.
Okay, but even if he's 1 and I'm 10, even if he's 5 and I'm 20, if we're in there at the same time, we're going to eliminate every single person until the end.
Well, one of us is going to win, so inevitably we're going to be in there together.
Inevitably, Vik gets thrown over the top rope and I win.
The numbers don't lie, and it's going to spell trouble for everybody in that match.
Wow. All right, guys. Well, I'm here for it, guys. Again, August 11th.
What do you
think? Sorry, April 11th.
What do you think? What do you think?
As an impartial commentator, backstage interviewer, whatever you want to call me, carrying Vicky's bags, whatever my job is here, I will say this. I think
you don't carry those
You
bags.
don't carry those.
I think
Come on.
just riding their coattails at this point.
No,
But
not
guys,
even close. Look at that hair.
I think
Look at that
both of
hair.
you have a very fair chance of winning this one, and I'll leave it at that. I do want to talk about shameless promo, ACW. Awesome championship wrestling. I want to thank you guys first and foremost for putting out something new and different and really big market. Really big market. Nothing small market about it. You guys are bringing in the names. You guys did so much media. I'm so happy to finally get to talk to you guys. You're giving people, and I'm seeing it firsthand. I heard you having a conversation not too long ago. You're giving people opportunities.
Are you eavesdropping?
What's that?
You're eavesdropping?
As a journalist, I'm a vault.
When he's around, he's always listening.
I
I've noticed that about him.
I am.
Well, no, I know.
I am. But
Inconspicuous.
Yes, inconspicuous. I like that word a lot better. But thank you guys for giving people opportunities, because here, as a tag team, you guys know it. Sometimes you're fighting a lot of the same opponents. Sometimes you don't have major opportunities, and you are giving people on the independents opportunities. I'd just like to thank you guys and ask your guys' philosophy with what you're doing with ACW right now.
Well, I really appreciate that. We have the capability of doing something great. January 4th was a big success, and we're hoping to keep the momentum going.
It's great.
A lot of people say the matches are great, but it was more about the experience that they went through. So a lot of fans are saying, yeah, the matches are awesome, but more awesome was the experience, the pyro, the big screen in the background, the music.
Oh, amazing.
The fans were like a big family. They all reunited from years and years of going to shows together. We had Philly fans, we had Poughkeepsie fans, we had New York City fans, because don't forget, Metro North is the last stop from New York City in Poughkeepsie. Poughkeepsie's the last stop on the train. It's only an hour and a half from New York City.
Yeah.
So people do a one-stop ticket to and then they get on the train after the show and go back home. So we had fans from so many different boroughs, and it was really cool. Everybody came together, and that's what they're saying. Everyone conversed, everyone had a good time, and it was all about the experience. And hopefully we get that experience again, which we will. Just hopefully everybody wants to be a part of it, part of this whole ACW awesome opportunity that we have.
They do want to be a part of it.
We didn't want to do anything that was low budget, small level. We wanted to do it big, and we had access to a building the former Mid-Hudson Civic Center, now known as the MJN Center, and they were the ones that actually came to us about wanting to have professional wrestling in that building again. So we knew that we had the perfect backdrop for professional wrestling because throughout the 80s and the 90s, the Mid-Hudson Civic Center was the place for pro wrestling on television. Monday Night Raws were from there.
ECW pay-per-view.
They filmed lots of music videos there for the WWF and stuff like that. So now the MJN Center, they put a lot of money into redoing the place. They really brought it up to current times. It's the most now building in the area.
Nice.
So what better place to have professional wrestling than there? And then to come to us knowing that we have a passion for this and that we wanted to make sure that it was done big time. Our partners wanted to do it big time. We had that big giant video wall. We had top-level superstars. We had champions from major wrestling organizations. The NWA World Heavyweight Champion was there. The TNA World Heavyweight Champion was there.
It was on the line, I believe, too.
Yes, they were title matches on the
Joel
line.
Gertner was there.
Yes.
Yeah, we had the NWA Junior Heavyweight Champion was there. We've had a really great start, and now that we're coming back on May 17th with another show, we have the TNA X Division Champion on it, Moose. We have Mike Santana as a part of the show. We're doing 3 brand new champions are going to be crowned that night. We have a Women's Championship, the ACW National Championship, and the ACW Tag Team Championship is going to be decided inside of a steel cage.
It's going to be good.
So, you can go to thisisacw.com and see the current lineup. Buy tickets. Make sure you're there in person because we're not going to let anybody down. It is absolutely our passion project, and the thing that we're trying to really put our names behind is not only are we active on the scene, the best tag team in pro wrestling right now, but we also have the best wrestling promotion going.
That's it. And guys, last one from me. I want to be respectful of your time. Something I noticed about ACW, no secret you guys are big ECW fans, but that show came to me as a love letter too. It wasn't just about no pun intended, the now and the independence, but there was a lot of ECW. You mentioned Joel, Tommy Dreamer, Sandman coming. I love them.
Long story short, I always wanted to be a pro wrestler, but when ECW came around, that's where I realized it was possible to be a pro wrestler. I always say the Sandman looked like my uncle from a barbecue.
Yeah.
So I'm always it made it possible. So I became really obsessed with ECW, and Vik went to the shows as well. I always had front row. I sold my Sega Saturn to get 4th row at the pay-per-view.
Are you really?
Yeah, I was diehard. So I have a very special place in my heart for ECW. So it's my way of giving back. Our way of giving back to people that gave that passion of becoming who I am today back to them. So we shout out to Danny Doring for always being great, and I can't wait for him to perform. Little Guido, we got Joel Gertner, our guy in our corner that gives us some wisdom back from the Dudley days. He did manage one of the best tag teams ever in the history of wrestling. So it's good to have his wisdom.
And also the innovator of violence, Tommy Dreamer, a guy that we've known for the last 10 years. We helped start House of Hardcore with him, and he's really been a guy who's been the heart and soul behind what we've been wanting to do. So when we needed encouragement, we needed confidence, we needed ideas, we needed somebody to have our back, Tommy Dreamer was that guy. And when we led the locker room meeting right before the show, Tommy Dreamer gave us the stamp of approval and handed the whole meeting over to us to handle for the entire locker room, really telling everybody that we were the guys that were going to help make this thing a thing. And that meant the most to us. And to have a guy that we watched growing up, and we've been able to be partners with him in a bunch of different ways and have him be a part of our shows, it really is the stamp of approval on all of it, to have the ECW influence in there, some of the stuff from the past and the best of the now all mixed together in one place. It's really what our vision was, and we were able to make it come to life, and now we're just really putting it out there even more.
Yeah.
I love it, guys. Thank you so much. I'm so glad we were able to do this. Real quick, shameless promo, tell everyone where they can follow you. And again, tickets for ACW, real quick.
Vic, go ahead.
I love it when I do that awkward silence because he hates doing the plugs.
You're messing with him.
But we go to thisisacw.com to find out ticket information.
He's the plug-in.
Yeah, got it.
You can also follow Awesome Championship Wrestling on all social medias. This is ACW on Instagram and on Twitter. You can also follow us on Facebook. We use both of our first names. Vik Hale is our name on Facebook. There's also a Now profile and all that good stuff.
Wait, is someone coming?
What?
Is he here?
Man, someone must have heard us talking.
Man, that's really weird.
Anytime I do an interview, the music starts, so we wrapped it. Thank you guys. I want to thank you guys.
Flashbacks to January 4th when the salmon came out of nowhere. Remember that?
Wow.
Yeah.
My God, that was weird.
Amazing. Thank you guys for the time.
Thanks for having us,
You're the best.
man.
Thanks so much.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
He's going to win Podcast of the Year.
Oh, not true.
No,
I
this
tried my
one
best.
right here.
Yeah,
This
very
one right here. That'll be like nice little trophy.
I love the cubes.
Yeah.
man.
We'll make it like,
BCP, man.
instead of it being
We're
like this
getting
big, we'll only make it like that big.
That's fair.
know?
We'll get there.
And we'll give you 2 of them.
We're working on it.
Fresh hair, fresh glasses, fresh suit.
I'm trying. I'm really trying.
Oh, you look good.
I
look
appreciate
good.
you
You
guys.
look good.
Future ISPW Tag Team Champions.
4th time.
Fourth time. We out. The BCP is brought to you by our favorite store, Funkenstein Wrestling Superstore, located in the Englishtown Flea Market in New Jersey from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Saturdays and Sundays, and online at FunkensteinWrestlingSuperstore.com. Get your favorite wrestling merch, retro video games, Ninja Turtles, Ghostbusters, G.I. Joe, so much more. It's our favorite store. Thank you, Heather and Dan, for sponsoring the BCP. Also got to welcome back our sponsors, the No Gimmicks Podcast, the podcast that keeps it 100% real 100% of the time. Check out our guy Kelvin, only on the No Gimmicks Podcast. Wrestling All Day, All Night is the best wrestling discussion group on Facebook. We provide more of a community feel here and have wrestling fans introduce other fans to something they may not have seen before, such as old school wrestling, indie wrestling, Japanese wrestling, and so much more. We also strive to be a source of information regarding upcoming wrestler meet and greets and signings. And remember, we're open 24/7, all day, all night. Be sure to follow on socials and join the group on Facebook at Wrestling All Day, All Night. Welcome back our sponsors, Sweet Chin Musings. Sweet Chin Musings is the creation of the reigning, rarely defending, highly disputed champion of wrestling podcast, Mr. Perfect, Mike Mueller, and his tag team partner in crime, Luke Kudialis. SEM focuses on the in-ring product of WWE and AEW, no dirt sheet rumors here, as well as backstage news, predictions, and analysis of characters, storylines, and major pay-per-views. Old school fans, don't worry, we have you covered as well, with a look back on classic matches, top 10 lists, and interactive tournaments that let the fans decide who is truly the best of all time. You can find them at Facebook at Sweet Chin Musings, and check out the podcast on all major podcast platforms. Please welcome back our sponsors on the BCP Plus and the podcast, GPW Productions. GPW provides your promotion or event with top-tier video, audio production, live streaming, and more. I can personally vouch for them in saying they are hands down the best production company I've ever worked with, as they have and continue to work with the likes of AEW, GCW, StarCast, MLW, not to mention the majority of the local independent promotions here in the tri-state area. They can even help you film a vignette or promo for your persona or gimmick. And guess what? GPW doesn't just work in wrestling. No, they cover MMA, boxing, basketball, or any other sporting event as well. On a personal note, I'd like to thank Mike Sesko, Frank León, Oneil Andrews, and the team for giving me multiple opportunities to work with them and some of the best talent in the world. Thank you, GPW, and guys, book GPW for your promotion or event today at contact@gpwproductions.com. Please welcome back one of our favorite sponsors, Mania Club. Established in 2015, Mania Club is a WWE-recognized community for fans with an eclectic love for both the world of professional wrestling and raising money for Connor's Cure. During WrestleMania weekend, we host the official tailgate of WrestleMania while also celebrating the life of Conor McCallum. They are the single largest donor within the V Foundation for Connor's Cure, with over $150,000 raised. Please donate and join the Facebook group over at Mania Club on Facebook. Donate at jimmyv.org/Mania Club. Guys, please welcome in our new pod sponsor for the months of May and June, J. Adam Photography. Jay provides quality, artistic, innovative photography with a quick turnaround time. Be sure to check out his latest ISPW wrestling pics and much more stellar content. Right now, wrestlers can do a special portrait shoot with Jay in Sparta, New Jersey for just $50. Contact Jay at Jay Vogel on Facebook and be sure to follow him across socials. Thank you, Jay, for sponsoring the BCP. Guys, let's welcome in our new pod sponsor, Cooper Groove Grips. When you play Cooper Groove drumsticks, you get increased sensory feedback from your hands, so your grip will naturally loosen, but you have complete control. With that taking place, you don't have fatigue and soreness, which can lead to long-term issues. Guys, as a drummer, Cooper Groove is my drumstick of choice. Sweaty hands aren't a problem. Grip is good. Don't forget to check out their amazing Cooper Groove bats coming out soon. Guys, follow at Cooper Groove Grips on Facebook. Guys, please welcome in our new podcast sponsors, ISPW Weekly. where we dive deep into the world of ISPW, the crossroads of professional wrestling. Join Jumpin' Jay and Total with Tom every week as they interview the stars of the ring, uncover their stories, rivalries, and the electrifying action that defines ISPW. Be sure to check out ISPW Weekly on the ISPW Facebook page every week. Please welcome in our new pod and daily site sponsor, Twisted Shamrock Studios and Spa, located in Delaware County, Pennsylvania. Twisted Shamrock is a retro spa experience for the average Joe and Jane. Meet the next evolution of recovery and relaxation. Right now, you can try their introductory offer, where you can try a core service to include massage, skincare, facial, stretch therapy, body slimming, toning, personal training, and spray tanning for 30 minutes for just $30. This is perfect for our wrestling pals as well. Book today. Call 484-574-8868 or visit www.twistedshamrockstudiospa.com. Guys, please welcome back our returning podcast sponsor, USDN. USDN Podcast is run by USDN Chairman and the Council of Nerds. We bring you all the latest news and rumors from the world of nerds and consolidate it right here at the U.S. Department of Nerds. USDN is for the people, by the people, and of the people. Follow them at facebook.com/US Department of Nerds. Guys, please welcome in our new pod sponsor for 2025, the Ropes and Riffs Podcast, featuring Maestro John Kiernan, speaking with the stars of professional wrestling about their in-ring, tunage, gear, and so much more. Check out John's interviews with the likes of Lince Dorado, Mercedes Martinez, and so much more. Find the Ropes and Riffs Podcast on all major podcast platforms. Guys, please welcome in our new podcast sponsor, EM Collectibles, featuring live signings, collectibles, toys, and more. Be sure to follow them on Facebook and stay tuned for their upcoming events. Upcoming events right now, March 8th, Hernando Toy and Comic Show, the Hernando County Fairgrounds live signing with Super Crazy. March 22nd, Neg Dog Championship Wrestling presents Music and Mayhem in Hudson, Florida with special guest Super Crazy. March 29th and 30th, 2025 Syracuse Collectors Con in Syracuse, New York with Bill Alfonso, Gary Wolf, and the quintessential stud muffin Joel Gertner, March 30th only. April 5th, New England Fan Fest, and we'll have Buff Bagwell. April 13th, 2025, our premiere show, Bring Back the Memories Toy Show, and May 10th, our renowned 90s Wrestling Con in Morristown, New Jersey, guests to be named soon. Please welcome back our returning podcast sponsor, Inside Heat, Sports and Collectibles. Learn from a legend, that's right, Howard Johnson from the Mets. There's a baseball clinic March 29th, 2025 from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Ages 6 through 14, boys and girls. Enroll now at the Maple Grange Fields, 36 Maple Grange Road, Vernon, New Jersey. Contact Pete for event or sponsorship information at InsideHeatSports@gmail.com. Warriors of Wrestling presents New Breed, Saturday, March 15th at Most Precious Blood Church in Brooklyn, New York, featuring WCW legend Vampiro and former NXT superstar Odyssey, FKA Odyssey Jones, with a special appearance by Boogie Woogie Man Jimmy Valiant. Get your tickets now at warriorsofwrestling.com and be sure to subscribe on YouTube.